Broadcasting Lounge.
And that's it. We are live with you from the Broadcasting Lounge, bringing to you the MRP SuperCars NZ GT3s. We are at round 4 endurance race tonight, Okayama. In the Broadcasting Lounge this evening, I have the one and only Leon Weir from Weircraft Racing. How are we?
Oh, I'm fantastic, mate. Absolutely cooking. Down
Nice.
here in Christchurch, as you are too. You're probably feeling it.
It's been an absolute ripper of a day.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but here at Okayama, we're actually warmer in Christchurch than we are in Okayama at the moment. 26 degrees the temperature there.
Yeah, that's so it's actually it's 26 degrees there, whopping 41 degrees out on track.
Oh.
So the boys are just getting lined up at the moment before they come round to do their outlap, getting ready to go live with racing. We have out there for you tonight, qualifying on pole was Stefan McCartain over Mackenzie Stewart. Big welcome back to Paul Blomqvist after having some computer issues late last year. He's managed to come back in and take spot number 3. Matt Gerard up there with Daniel Heddershide, Roger Forbert, Nathan Gardner, Blake Greenhall, Cole Buchan and Shane White, all taking up our top 10 spots, coming around the final corner here.
And he's off. That was quick.
And
straight into it.
He's gapped it already. Look at that. Straight into it. Coming down into first corner here, Okayama tonight. Again, 1 hour of 20 racing. No compulsory pit stops for the gents tonight. No compulsory tyre changes. No fuel if they don't want it even. They can just do what they want to do. Go out there and show us who is the fastest. And we've got a car. Oh, see, back in the old day, that would have been absolutely catastrophic. Anyone going onto the grass, that would have been a rocket ship straight into the side of someone else down there. Nearly halfway through the race already, and we've got Mackenzie Stewart making a dive down the inside there at the hairpin on Paul.
Nice to see Paul hasn't lost his touch, you know, straight up there into a podium qualifying position straight off the bat.
Yeah, it was. I was messaging him earlier this evening. He was asking about getting back involved with the league. He's finally got a new computer behind him. He was having troubles last season with it popping in and out and losing connection. So looks like that's all fixed now, and big welcome back to him, and hopefully he can have some fun with us again for the remainder of the series.
Oh, Shawnee and Shane get a bit close there. Sorry, I'm looking at a different screen. But
you are. I can see them there. So DSA and SDI added in the background. We'll have a quick wee look in on that one because it looks like Sean's gonna do normal Sean antics. There's the DSA car. There's McNamara in behind him. Big old Macatappa.
Macatappa.
And there it is. Shane ran wide and opened the door. Bit of a follow through there for Sean. Followed him out on the grass, gave him a wee touch. And he's actually dropped a position there to Louis Robertson, who's sporting new livery tonight, Simblax Racing. And Sean's now got his hands full with the 154 entry of Jonathan Turner coming down into the hairpin. No one wanting to give that up very easily.
Interesting turn this, because you know you do want the inside there, but then the outside can set you up for the inside at the next turn.
That's right, and
it stuck his nose in there.
Yeah,
very nice.
Macca was doing a good job of looking like he was going to try and line that up for holding it around the outside, but he just ran into a bit of a roadblock of Louis in front of him. But this has been an interesting first 3 minutes of racing here, and we'll have a look a bit further up the field where we've got some battles taking place behind Nathan Gardner here, who's in spot number 6. Well, a bit of a computer glitch from him actually. Cole Buchan and Blake Greenhall, BMW for BMW,
Balake going to put the move on?
He has, yeah.
Cole
He's
went defensive.
Yeah, got some good drive out of that corner. He said he was struggling with his setup choice earlier this evening, but it looks like now that he's got it down and got some heat into the tyres, it's working for him not too badly. So he's he's up 2 positions there into spot number 7. You can hear the tyres already begging for dear mercy. We'll have a bit of a look in here and see what it looks like from the man's position.
He put up to Nathan there pretty quick, didn't he?
He did, yeah. Nathan just having a bit of a I reckon he's actually been muscled there, yeah. So Cole just got up the inside of him a wee bit, just pushed him out a wee bit wider onto the grass.
Blake's got the inside here. That's going to be a sort of favourable position going into the last sort of section of this course, isn't it?
As Cole's certainly keeping him under position. That's 4 and possibly looking like 5 position changes coming up between Cole and Blake there. This is incredible racing going on, and we'll tune back into that shortly. We'll have a bit of a look down the field here at this man here, Jake Edwards, Crisscross Racing, another one obviously following that similar colour choice as our spot number 1, Stefan McCartain. He's moved up 5 spots already, Jake, this evening into spot 15, so not overall the best qualifying time, but certainly some good positional changes.
Flexing the muscles now.
Yeah, whereas this man here has fallen down 5 from that earlier wee incident where he got pushed out wide, but maybe Shane's thinking... Maybe Shane's now thinking along the lines of setting back into a bit of a rhythm, saving some fuel, long race. Our fast guy at the front, Stefan McCartain, was saying this evening that there was a possibility of all the vehicles out there tonight. I believe he said that the Audi could have, big chaos ahead, could do it possibly on one stop. So.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, there was a bit of dramas there from Chris Zalewski falling down a number of positions, and also Mackenzie Stewart coming up as crash data. So let's have a quick squiz at that, mate. Mackenzie Stewart. Spot number 2, just ahead of Paul Blomqvist, just lost the rear end coming around there. Oh, just got a wee bit of a tag, got chased around there by Paul, so a bit of an unfortunate tap, and then this is how long he's had to hold on the brake. Good read there on, not so good read at the end.
They're very lucky not to be more damage through that.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. He was probably desperately trying to get the car to break traction and flick it around a wee bit. But he's actually caused a couple of cars to go off the track, so possibly a bit of a review to take place later on that one.
This battle between Blake and Cole was just was epic. Oh, and Blake's going to need to looking pretty good here.
Yeah,
these guys are back and forth. This is awesome.
It is, but whilst they're doing this, it hasn't quite happened yet. But Nathan Gardner should be able to pull away from it. But what it'll be doing is it'll be leading these 2 guys here behind them, Trent and Roger, into thinking, well, how can we capitalise off these 2 battling and slowing each other up, but not get right into the mix of it, where they're at risk of getting a side swipe and pushed out wide of the track. So there's actually Cole on the big drifts.
Oh. That allowed Trent to get through. Roger through, of course. Trent going out in front.
Now,
Trent's a wee bit hot there.
I would say Roger won't take too long to get by Trent here. Roger had actually had a pretty quick early practice time. He was sitting on 4th overall on the timing, and
Cole trying to find a way back through as well, with the looks of that.
Yep, he's
two
certainly
Misfits cars side by side,
wanting to get amongst it, and Sean McNamara just at the back of those. It's on the nose of Sean A.
The good defensive move there from Cole, letting Sean know who's boss, eh?
Yeah, Sean with the late braking and roll round there, and that's what possibly able to slip up the inside, but hasn't quite happened. Cole given Roger a bit of a nudge along. That Ferrari won't be liking getting its rear tyres excited too much with the weight of the motor over the back of them as well, because that just takes all the power away, all the balance. So
yeah, for sure.
Roger will be wanting to get the focus back engaged and moving
he's
forward.
Struggling a small amount there. The boys behind him having to check up a wee bit.
Just a touch here, a little bit going on.
That's enough. Sean got out of that scot free. That's a bit of a situation there.
Great defensive driving there. Sean managing to get round, and Louis Robertson doing the massive pull down to the right hand side to get clear of that as well. So big things happening, positions changing at the moment. Sean now without his front aero, he'll actually suffer quite a bit with that. He won't find he'll have. It's now popped back on. I spoke about it and it fixed itself. Or was it gone again? Was it gone again?
It's a very convenient self-fixing vehicle, isn't it? No, it's showing it's gone on my end, but
yeah, on the street though. So
yeah, pretty big hit on Cole there, wasn't it? So
yeah, you can see he is obviously suffering. I'd imagine that bumper is not on it, even though it does appear to be showing on car at the moment. We had seen that it had disappeared, and there is no automatic damage repair tonight. These cars, whatever damage they take, won't get fixed until their pitman can have a look at that one.
Yeah, that's quite slow down the straight now too, and that aero's really upset.
It is indeed, and I'd say he's probably still a little bit too shy, even though Sean's not shy at all, at being able to get that Ferrari in just yet, to be able to take on a full pace load of gas to roll through to the end. And probably not quite Sean's MO as well. He'd certainly be wanting to run that tank down a bit lower, so then when he gets some fresh tyres on board, he can lean on it a wee bit more.
Yep, sure.
But we'll have a squiz up the front of the field. There's a bit of a gap margin there taking place at the moment between Stefan and Mr. Blomqvist, who's still sitting in what is now P2 for him. But Stefan doing a nice job getting around. Let's have a wee look on board with him.
I love this track. This track is awesome, especially in the V8. I don't know, it just clicks with me. It's just one that I just enjoy it so much. I didn't actually get a chance to go out there and have a blast in BMW, but yeah, I click with it quite a lot.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. It's certainly a hot favourite for me as well, the track. I was sort of I did specifically choose to do this as an endurance race length tonight because I enjoy racing it myself. But the boss man Wayne decided last minute that he needed a wee R&R, get a wee breakaway up to the some wee holiday cabins for him and I think his daughter maybe. I think he's gone away with the daughter. Pretty sure it said adult and child. So go and do some getaway, probably do some bit of fishing, bit of walking, bit of drinking, all the cool stuff.
Well, definitely enjoy that, Wayne. You've earned it, mate.
He certainly has. Being obviously one of the OGs of SuperCars NZ before it was even called SuperCars NZ. Many years of time investment here doing it, even to the extent where he's done a whole year's worth of streaming the races by himself 2 nights a week. On top of obviously that running a business, raising a family, trying to keep a wife happy.
Yep.
He's certainly deserving of a break, and
It's a full-time job in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. And with the way the team has grown over the last year and a bit, or 2 years, we're now in a position where we can sort of book in our holidays, just like a real business. So
Yep.
Sean McNamara off at the moment, having some R&R from admin duties, but getting stuck in and enjoying some racing again, and he certainly has proven to be a lot more relaxed and cheerful in character, I'd say. So it was a good choice by him to recognise that and take the moment to step away.
Yeah, for sure. And again, he's one of the ones that have earned it. We know that he puts a lot of work into making this happen, and making the V8s and everything an enjoyable place to be. But don't worry, Sean. I'll pick up your figurative tab, and and I'll hang out up here, and got you covered, brother. Enjoy your wee bit of time off, even though it's not really you're still here, and I'll still come and hound on you and make you do my work for me, because that's just how I roll.
He loves it, eh?
Oh, absolutely loves it. He loves me more than anything. Tell you what. Yeah.
He is a big lover of Leon, folks. It is true. If there was any other bromances out in the world where there was questionable actions that could take place, this would certainly be one of those.
It's reciprocal, though. Like I wouldn't have it any other way, of course.
I've spotted a Barbie car out there. Who's that?
Oh no.
Now it's my mission to find that. You know that, eh?
Must find Barbie car.
Is it Dane? It is Dane.
Dano.
Oh, that's wicked. So there you go, folks. We support all and encourage all here, and as much as we throw a wee bit of banter at each other from time to time, there is no banter that will be made about that, except it is awesome, and I wish I had found it myself sooner. That is honestly, man, that's rocking. Like
he's rocking it tonight, and good on him, mate.
I reckon I might have to nip down to the auto body shop with the RAV4 and get them to whip something up for me, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's very nice. But you might be wondering why some of these names are a bit further down the order than where they were before, or why they're sitting just in front of P2. And it's not because they've got really, really fast all of a sudden. It's actually because they've come through and done some pit stops. So these guys down towards the bottom here, we've got Sean, Shane, Dane, and Cole. They've all done the stops, and I can show you also how long those stops were for, I believe. That one there. So that's total transition time for the guys. So Sean was actually very quick. He was only on the ground for 9.9 of a second. So that was pure. That would have been purely fuel. Whereas the likes of Shane, Dane, and Cole, they all did a 22-second stop within the margin of 600ths of a second between both of them. So they've gone and taken a bit of fresh tyre as well with that heavier fuel load, and now they'll be sitting back, just getting into the rhythm of doing their thing. A couple other cars in the pit lane at the moment. Mackenzie Stewart just tucked in behind the pace truck there, and the all carbon Audi, and it's a honey of a thing. I really like that.
Yeah, how good.
thank you to iRacing and Trading Paints for providing us with the awesome online service of racing, and Trading Paints for
Yeah, for
providing us
sure.
with the ability to customise our cool race cars to that level of extent where we can run out with a full carbon race car.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah, you can't fold it too much. Like, Trading Paints has its quirks, but
From time
when
to
it
time it does.
when it comes down to this, it's magic being able to, have everyone, have their livery and be able to see it, and
Yep.
everyone that goes on the track and comes in and watches can see that. And obviously, we've had a wee bit of fun with Trading Paints Pro there
We
over the
have.
last 24 hours, Dougie,
We
making a
we
livery.
did. Yeah, so keep an eye out in the near future for some of our poster drops and maybe some of our shorter, maybe, I don't know, release videos around some bits and pieces coming out. There's a really rather cool and unique Supercars NZ livery that Leon had started piecing together, and called upon my expertise of Trading Paint Pro to come up with some enlightening ideas. And I think between the two of us, what should have only been a 5-minute chat turned into about an hour and a half of tutorage, and
Yep.
we're certainly on the right path to what we think is a pretty cool machine. So we'll be able to get that out to the folks at home very soon, and it probably may even feature in some V8 racing coming up this season, if we're lucky.
Yeah, see how we get on.
Yeah. Trent Bennett coming in to make his pit stop now. We're on lap 14, 20 minutes in, an hour of racing to go, and you can see that pit timer started as soon as he crossed over the yellow line down there. He comes up to do his stop, nice on the markers, up on the jacks. You can see the little men running around the car. Gas is going in at the back, glug, 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 and old Mac's going. Yep, getting those tyres done. He's looking like he'll be getting ready to drop. 40 seconds coming up now. 41.9 being the fastest time out through the gate. A bit more fuel's had to go into that car for Trento, and pit lane exit rolling on by. Total time 53.1. So getting it was pretty good from Trent. 21.9 was the total time on the fuel and tyres, and so that was the quickest out of that for a tyre change. Mackenzie Stewart's time was an 11 seconds, so just gas for him, along with Rogie Forbert. Maybe a tyre in there, or maybe two.
Yeah, I was because 2 tyres you can get the same for 2 tyres you can get the same time in the pits. Just doing the 2 as you would 1, especially with putting fuel in there as well. You'll find that you can get away with dropping 2 tyres at it, and hoping that sort of puts you in the right place.
Nice.
Well, Matthew Gerard on Paul Bloomquist there. That's looking.
Yeah, I'll just get rid of
shaping up to be something.
there for a second and bring that camera up instead. And Matt Gerard was certainly getting really close to Paul there. He's actually well in the into what I'd say is the drafting zone.
Yeah, sure.
Paul certainly won't be bullied into any negative action. And just as a bit of also an extra shout out to Mr. Blomqvist there, if you ever wanted to get a first-hand experience at what he's like behind the wheel of a race car, go and get yourself down to Highlands Motorsport Park in Cromwell, and book yourself in for one of the fast lap dashes in the cars that they got there, or the fast speed taxi. You'd have to correct me by jumping on their website and seeing which one it is. But yeah, Paul is a driver down there for Highlands, and often goes out and scares people into realising what a what a semi-normal car can do around the racetrack, and then go and actually scare the living bejesus out of them by strapping them into a full-on race car and going and doing it 3 times faster. So
yeah, sure.
So yeah, big credit to Paul. He's out here. He's keeping himself fresh and having a bit of fun and turning laps, and it's all about keeping that race mind active. So it was interesting. We just saw Paul moving out of the way there for Matt. Just a quick pull over and a pull back in. A pull. Views, thoughts, opinions there, Leon?
Yeah, well, maybe he noticed that there was pressure from behind. Perhaps he is biding his time and trying to go for the no-stop strategy. Perhaps I don't know. He might be trying to save a little bit of fuel, saving tyres, perhaps, or maybe he's just feeling that hey, Matthew's obviously got a wee bit more pace than me at the moment. Back into the seat for the first time in a wee while there for him. So yeah, could just be trying to do the good guy thing and letting it go. I know that. If I see someone behind me that's quite clearly, got an advantage over me, I'm not going to be trying to hold them up specifically. I'm not going to go out of my way. So maybe he shares the sentiment and he's just saying, right, I'm gonna sit in the toe, save a bit of gas, save a bit of tyre, and just
No,
rather than having to defend. That could be a number of things, obviously, but yeah, that's my pick on it.
That was bang on, mate. That was exactly what I was thinking as well. That Matt was obviously certainly on a charge.
Yeah, for sure. And looking
safety wise in mind, it's easy sometimes just to appreciate that, let that pressure go by, and keep into your mental rhythm without worrying about trying to make something work that's not going to work and have someone cream the side of your car.
Yep. Yeah, it'd be a shame if Shawnee would have come by and, So what are we looking at? Matthew, he's doing 131.170 for his last lap.
Yeah.
And Paul 131.285.
Yeah.
I mean, that could have been that we pull off to the side.
The man at the front though, he's lapping
consistent 130s.
Nearly a half or six thousandths of a second faster.
Yep. I'm sure he can afford to turn the whip down a little bit, but I mean he is just absolutely flying. He nearly did. It was the second fastest lap or third fastest lap, I think, on his lap just gone. So he's still absolutely motoring. So he's got a 129.84 on lap 3. So he's moving for sure. That's only 7/10 in full race trim, and obviously with the tyres in mind, it is just absolutely moving. So he's certainly one of the quicker guys in these things, that's for sure. Quicker than V8 as well, which absolutely peeved me. Oh no, I'm not fast in the V8s, and then he just jumps in it, and he's straight in there, bringing it to some of these top guns, and just absolutely leaving me for dust. And no, not acceptable. So I'm going to write a very strongly worded letter to you there, Stefan, and just explaining my disgust. So you can expect to see that in the mail, maybe with some SuperCars NZ stickers along with it, just to sweeten the deal a wee bit. But no, bloody awesome to see, and having another person in the V8s as well. Especially, cool. He's got respect for people on track, and obviously it's really quick as well. So it's a good combination that sometimes you don't see. You get a really respectful person on the track that's not very fast, and you don't get a really fast person on the track that's not very respectful. But good combo of the two, and I'm happy to race next time as well. We've had a couple of battles in the V8s, and it's just been heaps of fun. A lot of mutual respect there, and I'm not going to pretend for a second that I'm stupid fast, but it's really cool to be able to stick it with someone who's obviously this fast at a GT3. It's
correct.
Yeah, no, it's really quite a lot of fun. So good on you, Stefan. Keep it up, man. Wicked to see.
Well, this allows us for a cool wee shot off the rear bumper of Nico Cordier here, spot number 11. currently up 5 spots, and he's got a ever impressive driver behind him, Dan Turner, Team West Racing, who's up a whopping 10 spots currently into the 12th spot there, and putting on all kinds of pressure for days.
Indeed.
Now, I'm seeing some headlights on. I'm seeing a little bit of sunset magic happening around the place. So I'm just going to go and put it on the static camera, which means on the scenic camera. So it's just going to tick its way around the track a little bit. So we'll get a wee bit of a different view of some racing as it goes around.
Yeah,
So it'll tick off a few of the corners, but I'm just trying to see if there's a bit of an angle of actually how low the sun is getting. We are on a fast forward timer for the clock, and I believe sunset was for 7 PM. You might be able to give us a bit of an indication of what the on-track timer is currently.
So it's saying we're at 5:35, obviously going pretty quick. So if that's 4 times, we may just be getting into that twilight zone and be looking at a wee bit of night running. So
wow, 5:35, cool. And I'm pretty sure the race kicked off around 3:30.
Oh yeah, we're
we're at half an hour of racing, so you can just see there it's just starting to get hidden up there behind the hill. So that's going to change up quite a bit of dynamic of what's going to be happening out there on track. Temperatures are going to drop.
We've already dropped 7 degrees in track temperature, so you know, like that temperature is coming down fast.
So we were at 26 degrees and 41 on track. What are we?
Now, still 26 in the air temp. I mean, maybe it's the fact that, you know, we haven't got the sun shining directly on the track anymore. It's cooling down from a nice hot day, and we're looking like it's going into that sort of cooler zone. But I mean, you know, will we see these lap times start to drop as it goes down? I mean, we've got a couple of personal bests from race fastest for people. Dane just set us fastest. JT just set us fastest.
Yep.
What do we got up the front? No,
certainly some quick times at the front. You know what I really like the look of is Matt Gerard is absolutely pacing it out there. Stefan McCartane a 30.66. Certainly not anywhere near his best, but Matt Gerard behind him on a 30.85. So he is stonking along.
Yeah. German engineering on a Japanese track, eh? Love to see it.
So this is still one of the hottest and fastest battles out there at the moment. This is Dan Turner still chasing Nico Cordier, and he has managed to move himself into quite a cool wee slip zone here. So we'll see what happens over the next few corners with that. And he just needs to follow that rear end a wee bit more. They'll be coming through the curve here in a minute. Yeah, I reckon if he'd followed him a wee bit wide around that other one, he could have got into a good drafting zone down through there and possibly got a brake run. But he'll look at it again here.
Dane, let us know that he's just here for the safety rating. He's right on him. What are incidents looking like? Okay, DT. He is the incident point king. He's still sitting on 0. Ooh, just as I say that. Yeah, well done, mate. Well done. So he's still sitting on 0 incidents. So that's wicked. That's rocking.
So
we've got Wayne Hartnell also on 0 incidents.
Okay, yep, here we go. There's Wayne.
Gardner.
Sorry,
folks,
I'll bring up the information for you there so you can actually see who that is. So that is Wayne Hartnell there. Who else have we got there, mate?
we have Stefan, of course. We've got
Stefan on zero?
Mr. Lounge, who's not on track, so...
Oh, do you mean this guy?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Oh, and look at that livery.
Beautiful aircraft livery, yep. Calling the big sponsors out.
That is.
Or looking like... surprise, surprise, Shane and Makatap, our two highest incident point counts. We've got Shane on 16. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, is our penalty, is that 17?
17 for a drive
he's on
through.
the cusp. He's on the cusp. So even Sean, though, he's one big smack, a 4x away from seeing a drive through.
Oh, who was that? I heard someone lose it in the background. I've got no data, but I definitely heard tyre squealage. That's so
that's not ideal, is what that is.
No, that's unlucky. Mackenzie Stewart really not.
We just watched that one again there, Dougie. What happened there, mate?
Mackenzie crash.
Yep.
Yep. Here we go.
We're coming in pretty hot. Yeah, that car's not enjoying his rear brakes tonight, is it?
No.
Is it just these slow speed corners that it's just not really enjoying? A bit too much brake input maybe. And...
Definitely could be something along those lines, mate. Yep, 100%. But be careful because they seem taking quite a shallow line across that ripple strip and almost locking the tyre on the inside groove of that ripple strip to help pull it round. Certainly, I wouldn't say the traditional line through there, and again hooking it across the edge there. But the track dynamic of having all the sand here, like that's dirt and stuff that just dragged onto the track again. You can see how dirty the side of his Audi really is there as well under that change of lighting. That's all live data. That stays there on the track. So guys will be getting ready to fall into the normal braking point, and next minute wheels are locking and scuffing and grinding. Whoa, here we go. There must have been an incident out on track. Maybe the safety stewards thought there was a bit of an issue there with Mackenzie and Trent, and the safety trucks come out.
Indeed, bit of debris on track as well, bit of dirt and stuff.
Oh, debris, yeah.
Hopefully the wind picks up and blows it off. I don't think our marshals are going to be brave enough to get out there with Makatap driving around. So maybe he'll come in, or maybe he'll go for the track position.
Yeah.
Looks like so do we have any quick repairs tonight that you know of?
We do indeed, yeah. So
cool.
we've got the boys are out there. We've well and truly fed them their Red Bulls, their Live, or the old Lift Plus as we would have it. The energy drink, we've just gone and thrown it all into the E85 container that was empty last week. Given it a shake up,
yard class of that,
and that's been distributed amongst all the sheds there for the pit crews. So
that's the spirit. Yeah,
so
that'll get them firing on all cylinders, so to speak.
Here we go. So we may need to arrange some wave arounds possibly. You might be able to.
Yep, I can sort that.
To do that, because I can see obviously we've picked up car number 1, but we've got Mackenzie Stewart sitting in behind him there as well. But we might just let the pace truck get by the first lap and see what it says it's going to do. It may. Don't think it'll do it automatically, so I'll let you be the judge of character on that one. If anyone sings out for a wave round, I'll let you put the call through for that one. Maybe just those ones in blue: Mackenzie, Roger, Chris, Shane, Tom, Cole, Dane and Bill. looks like it should be it. You can see Roger and Bill there. Maybe Roger's still waiting. You can see Bill was flying up the inside. He's now just being bricked behind him. And we may just want to give the pace truck an extra lap there as well too, mate, if you've got that one there. If not, I can give you the code for that one. Oh, I see. Oh, sorry, folks. Leon's disappeared there briefly. A bit of a mute on his end.
Sorry, mate. Just had to jump into me race control overalls there and start playing God for a second.
No, that's all cool. I was just going to say it may be worthwhile. We may need to
extend it.
We may need to just extend an extra lap behind the pace truck. I've sent you that code if you need it, but I'm sure you're all over it.
No, I don't have it. I'd have to look it up.
It's on your messages there, Chief. And if that looks confusing to you...
No, I'm sure I can do that.
So where it's got the funny wee crocodile mouth thing, I'm pretty sure you just hit the plus symbol and 1, and that should sort it out. As long as there's a space bar after the wording.
Pace laps +1 should do it?
Yeah, as long as it's got exclamation mark at the front of that. And yeah, pace laps, space bar +1.
There we go.
Mean.
That hasn't gone to 3 laps to green now, is it? Has everyone just only got back on?
We'll see what happens. Oh gosh, Bill there in the background looked like he was about to go and murder everyone. Is he? Have they got an extra wave round? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I'm not too sure what's happened there. There we go. So, are we going green on the next lap? That should be right.
Should be, yeah. Just wondering why there's some cars that are...
Yeah, very strange.
Oh, I think what they're doing is because I'll be pulling up into 2x2 order, double stacking.
Yes, indeed.
So they're probably confused about as to which car they need to be up beside, behind, and around. A few people will be communicating now. You're saying you need to be the left lane, you need to be right lane, hopefully. I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring Mr. McNamara upstairs.
Wait.
So, we have jumped on board here with the one and only Sean McNamara, the man who's always after a cheeky yellow.
I love the yellow. I called it early. Did you see all my damage that I did when I didn't even hit anyone?
Yeah. Well, it looked like you hit someone.
It looked like you hit someone.
Cold tapped me. Took out Roger. That Simblack car took out Roger. Don't you start on me.
So you didn't tap Shane when you followed him across the sand on the outside of turn 5?
He dragged me out there. There was a tow rope attached at the time, because that's what we're like buddies, and he dragged me out there and then decided to brake while on the sand. Who would do that, eh? Who would do that?
terrible.
Yeah. So I did. We had a discussion, and the discussion was, if I'm not going to give the spot back at Long Beach when I absolutely destroyed him, then I'm definitely not giving him the spot back there. So he knew, I knew he was never getting that spot back. So,
Oh, good.
So it's almost like it's war, but Sean knows, everyone knows that Sean wants to win. But although Cole did actually have quite a few spins, so he must have a pointy setup in his car.
Yeah.
I've gone for the long and slow setup, which is cool.
Yep.
And have you extended this safety car to try and line everyone up, or what? What's the story?
Yes, get everyone back on the pack.
Okay,
and you
so
guys
I think everyone's now on, so you can shorten it to one lap again.
Lovely. Thank you very much. That was my next
Well,
question.
they stopped moaning, but I think that's because you dragged me up here. I've stopped hearing the moaning.
So if I go pace laps -3, we should be...
No, don't do -3. Just do -1.
Yeah, anyway, we're going green this lap. That's all right. Sorry, I don't know. We'll have to wait till it changes. It's all right. Everyone's in line. Everyone's sick of sitting behind each other.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, good. So,
cool.
I put tyres on. I put tyres on in that little cheeky yellow.
Well, that was fast then. Oh, you did just then. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's probably played quite well then.
Well, I thought if you were behind safety car, you chuck tyres at it. I didn't at my first stop because we all were talking about there's got to be a yellow. When's the yellow coming? There's got to be a yellow. What is our estimated laps?
Well, you're on lap 27 at the moment, 45 minutes into an hour 20.
Ooh.
And seeing that you're pacing at a minute and a half, what do we got? That's 45 minutes of race. Is that right? Yeah, 45 minutes of racing to go.
Holy hell. I didn't do
no,
a workout
35 minutes of racing to go, sorry. Yeah. And so you've done 27 at 45, so I'd say, maybe another 18 laps of racing? Maybe 19?
Well, I got tyres, so I'm all happy. We're
You're in a
still
happy
2 green.
place.
We're still 2 green. Alright, okay, whatever.
You should be able to now, as they come across the line, it'll drop down to 1, and then you can take another 1 away, and it'll go for 1 to green.
Yeah, it's shorten the caution now. 1 lap's green.
Anyway, so this is the old MRP Summer Series. What are you giving away? What little prize you got going on in MRP?
Well, no one's taking you out.
Well, if I take myself out, do I win the prize? Because I'll put it in the wall. I'll take out P1 if I can catch him, which I can't. And not that I'll do that because this is very professional.
Yeah.
Shane White I'd take out for some new gloves. My Sparkos, which have been absolutely pounded from all ports, they've done a really good job for me. I might be up to the new gloves that I shared with you guys earlier on because the new MRP ones look pretty snazzy. Yeah. Us young bucks, would like something like that.
Well,
yeah,
I don't know why you're laughing,
mate.
So,
no, sorry.
What?
There's something funny on the TV.
What I reckon we could do is an MRP giveaway. Sorry, I was slightly distracted there for a second, Sean.
Sorry,
but you shared something from MRP the other day on SuperCars NZ.
Yep.
I reckon we've probably got a couple of dollars sitting in the kitty there.
If we don't, I know weird designs or whatever they call themselves can fork it out.
Yeah. So thanks to Wearcraft. I mean, thanks to SuperCars
thanks, Laura.
NZ,
Your credit card's taken a hiding. Sorry, darling. That's how it's going.
There we go. So the lights are out on the safety car. This is awesome.
Graphics cards.
We're getting ready to go. I reckon we'll get ourselves a pair of those gloves from Barry, and we'll do it as a prize giveaway for tonight. I might not announce it straight away, but I'll look at see who's turned up here to race tonight, and we'll do a random wheel at the end. Spot positions number 1 through to however many people finish the race.
Yeah.
And so
we should throw up a picture in the old Facebook of those gloves because they are pretty cool. So even at home.
Well, I think there is one, mate. We'll be able to link onto your post where you took a screenshot of that image.
Yeah. Because it reminds me of the 80s with those gloves, by the way. Where it's just all fluoro and just...
They are cool.
On. Yeah,
did you spend a lot of time there, did you, Sean, in the 80s?
I spent all 10 years there, mate. I was born in 79. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So, in the 80s, Sean was
there. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen at home, we now know which era Sean was born in, the classical era, the ancient. I think the pyramids have just been built. So he's seen a fair bit going on.
Don't start me on those pyramids, mate. I've been watching that stuff.
You know, some of them are crooked too.
They're not crooked. They're perfect. Perfect. We didn't build them. Aliens did it. Yeah,
yes.
I've got it out.
Yes.
Right, we'll chuck you back down there, mate. Have a good one.
Get rid of me. Get rid of me after that.
He's gone. Get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
Right, so the safety truck is in. Drivers are away. And two drivers that did not take the opportunity to stop and grab tyres or fuel, Paul Blomqvist and Daniel Hedderscheid, who's sitting in P1 and 2 at the minute. Pretty clean restart so far. Hopefully we haven't jinxed anyone. Cold tyres, daylight coming down, lights coming on. Paul has absolutely vacated the scene. Wow, I love watching those lights dip, dive and jump around. Oh, I could see Mac. It looked like he was going to be having a field day there. With Louis, I can't believe that they've managed to get through that. That's insanity.
Very well done. Very well done.
Any spins, any collisions? Oh, look at that. It's Sean Stick down there, the cheeky guy.
Look at him go.
Yeah. Oh.
Louis seeing his former car, driving by a wee bit.
Oh, we've got Jake Edwards faced the wrong way. Oh, and Sean's been turned as well.
Oh, no.
I don't know if Sean got turned or if he was turned, but it says Sean off track, and that's Jake Edwards there at the back of that one as well.
No, Sean did that one all by himself.
Okay, there we go. Spot number 2 up for grabs at the moment. Blakey and Stefan going at it, and it was a nice wee cover originally there from Blake. Very late on the brakes to hold himself out wide. He's going to have the run coming up into here, but watch for the switchback and early acceleration from Stefan, and he's got back up alongside, but Blake doing his thing, holding him there. I'd be holding him up a wee bit wider there, just a bit slower on the brakes.
Yeah, he had to drive out of there, obviously.
choosing the chance on when to drive. This is wicked. Great battles. We'll go have a look at the back of Paul's car. Are they close enough for this to be a good shot? Get there. Oh, just out of... Oh, maybe no. Oh,
just got it.
Yeah. So he's managed to walk down there. We've got Mackenzie Stewart with the troubled Audi. It sort of looks like it's had a bit of a twack to the front, but he's... lost a little bit of his... actually, he lost, I think, the whole front bumper there. Early come back through for him, but Matt Gerard just in front of him. And Trent Bennett doing really well. It's awesome to see after all that time of Ben Trentnet having the poorest internet connection in all of the globe. So many races that guys unfortunately lost out on due to late disconnections and the like. Here we go. Yep, so cool battle taking place there. Dan Turner and Jonathan Turner. I don't believe those guys are related.
No, not that I'm aware of.
Probably somewhere down the family line they may be.
Surely.
Further down here we got Daniel Hedderscheid, who he was right up there in spot number 2, at the start of that. I'm going to have a quick roll back up through and see what happened. Daniel Heddershire fall off the track. Let's have a quick squiz and see what happened there. So oh, there we go. Yep, a bit of a dance on the rear, and then tried to hold it with the front. That he's done very well to keep that moving in a straight line direction, to be fair. And if I can find our mate's name, where is he? This here should give us an understanding of what took place after, with Sean come unstuck and Jake Edwards as well. So jump on that one, have a quick squiz from the top. Jakey in the Porsche. Oh, there we go. Yep, big one. Just a round for him, and Sean with the recovery spin, trying to just turn it down. Nice wee flick spin there. And those guys are on their way.
Yeah, indeed. So down another 2 degrees on the track temp at the moment, sitting at 32 degrees. Still got 26 degrees air temperature though, so she's still pretty warm out there.
Yep. And
today will be
recovery drive now taking place with Jake Edwards and Sean McNamara coming back up through the field. Unfortunate from their spin earlier, but we're on watching Cole Buchan here as he is sitting in spot 14. Bit of a shot out through,
dark out there.
through the back. Yep. And this is what I like to do with an endurance race styled format. Is what would happen over a 12-hour race? What would you expect to see from the track and the changes, or what would happen over a 24-hour race with tracks and changes and bits and pieces? Someone's bumper back there. We should jump over the fence and grab that, stick that up on the wall. Sorry, ADHD kicked in again, folks. But yeah, just I think for me, if the guys are going to be running what we consider an endurance race length, is that they should be put through the measure of what would happen during an endurance race styled event, which is start in the dark or finish in the dark, and all the battles of having high track temp roll through to low track temperatures, visibility, what's your muscle memory and track awareness like.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably pretty cool, that the yellow flag there probably happened just before it got dark. Everyone got a fresh bit of fuel if they needed it, some tyres.
Correct.
Should see everyone through to the end there, and we should be seeing some good battles. Like Paul and Stefan, they are pretty much neck and neck in terms of their last lap times, both lapping their personal best for this session.
Here we go. I'll just put these up here. There we go.
It looks like Stefan's managed to make a dent in that though. 129.4 is just Yeah,
4.40 versus a 4.84 from Paul.
Yeah.
So Paul will certainly have seen that, and that is getting wildly dark out on track, and that looks really awesome. So I'm going to put that up. There we go. How's that for twinkly lights out there? The car park is exceedingly fuller than what it was earlier. But I don't really see... Oh, there is one car sort of out the back, sort of doing it by themselves. There's a lot to be said by staying with another driver or in a group of drivers when you're in a race like this, because those headlights are really something quite powerful, and it does make a difference to the total track illumination, rather than when it's just by yourself. So if we have a bit of a look and see if this is Bill down the back.
No, Shane, I believe. I think Bill's come into the pits and called it a night.
Oh yeah. So here's Shano. Actually, we'll bring Shane up just for a wee chit chat, okay?
Yep.
Shane, in the lounge here, mate. We've cut live to you at the track from the broadcasting lounge. We were just talking about the dynamics of the endurance race structure that I've put in place for the evening. We're putting everyone through the measure of what you would expect from a 12 or 24 hour race period, starting either early in the morning, late at night, or fading through to dark, changes of track temperature. And we were just talking about track illumination and the what it's like racing by yourself around the track with just your lights versus other lights around you. Do you want to give the guys at home a quick how you're going, and let us know how you're
got
going?
the job done.
Yeah, well, I want to talk about the dynamics of 16 incident points for an hour 20-minute race.
Yeah, and you seem to be holding
17.
in there, though.
I've
17
served my
now.
drive-through.
Oh, you have now.
Oh, you
yeah.
did.
You have. That was.
Oh,
Yeah,
and that was almost another one.
Yeah, we did see that.
Interesting conditions. I am all by myself because of that drive-through, and I think when there was still a bit of light around, I think when I had other cars around, there was still a bit of light around. So I can certainly tell you, although interesting as I come through there's certainly a lot of other headlights coming across from other parts of the track in certain places.
Yeah, we just saw
So
that as well.
that's a little bit of a distraction.
So yeah, we're on board with you here now, currently inside the beautiful cockpit of the DSA Sylvan entry. We can see you've got the Broadcasting Lounge banner across your eye window. It's beautifully illuminated with some cool purple mood lighting, and all your green lights in front of you, of your wheels and all your other bits and pieces. But yeah, out on track, there's some fairly solo headlights.
Yeah, for sure, and the visibility definitely comes down a lot. I think it does help if you can have other cars around you to race, help light up the track a bit more and see some of those, get a bit of a better view of some of those usual reference markers that you use. But it does come a lot more down to muscle memory, because you lose a lot of those visual references that you normally rely on to race around the track. And as I make an absolute mess of the final corner.
Still in there, mate. Still in there.
Yeah.
That was probably case in point. The visual references that you normally use coming into there are gone, and I've just completely messed up my approach there because I'm trying to rely on muscle memory, which I just got it wrong a little bit. So.
And it is huge. I mean, you're talking about on track reference points, and that can be down to brake lock markers on the ground, to a change in colour on the side of the track from the grass with a dirty patch. It can be your normal braking boards, which just become harder to see because they're either just out of the line of the light. So track familiarity and awareness certainly comes into it, but it's those small errors which almost duplicate further errors, and small ones seem to become big as the race goes on, because you're always then trying to chase those extra hundreds that you've lost.
Yeah, for sure. I think the other thing as well is looking to the apex, because you're obviously looking to find that curb on the inside of the corner to site where you want to line up your car as problem, because it's disconnected, which is interesting. But yeah, those apexes being sort of off to the side and quite often out of the headlight band make it very difficult to actually spot those curbs and figure out where you need to be placing your car. So you're going out of blind a lot, and it does come back to that muscle memory. And if your car's not quite positioned in the right place, or not quite as far down the straight as you're expecting it to be, that muscle memory can really throw you off and have you turning in at the wrong place. So massive
quite easy
challenge.
to do, isn't it?
Does indeed. Yeah, well, there we go. So yeah, thanks for that quite a in-depth and dynamic understanding for the people at home who'll be seeing you out there cutting laps at the moment, and why it sounds like you're struggling behind the wheel of that car. As far as we're concerned, iRacing delivering us as close as possible to realistic racing as possible. So big credit to iRacing. Thank you to that, and we'll let Shane struggle through for the remaining 16 minutes that he's got out there in that Audi, down with the other guys.
Cheers, boys.
Thanks, mate.
So yeah, have a looking up here. You did call it before. We had Stefan McCartane made the move on Blake. So let's have a quick looky back on.
I believe it was on Paul, and then Paul's pulled into the pits and hung his helmet up for the night.
Oh, okay.
Maybe hasn't quite the dark hasn't quite gelled with him, perhaps.
No, okay, fair enough. All right, well let's have a look at.
But
actually,
that does promote Balake up to P2 and Trent Bennett behind him. Bloody awesome.
It's 3. Wow.
Yeah.
So let's have a quick look at Stefan with Paul and see if it was a gimme or whether or not Stefan made a good one.
No, it's pretty clean. There's a wee touch, but nothing too major.
Nice wee chase towards the inside line, running that, and
wee tiny touch there, which threw Paul off. Yeah.
Certainly he didn't hamper him too much. Cause any damage from the looks of it. Yeah, but there we go. So it was a nice move. Held that brake trail nice and late. Held really stable in the Porsche. Cool battle as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, sure.
But what else we got happening here? See the difference there? A lot of the we go from looking at watching Shane go around and we can't even tell what colour his car is to we've got 5 and 6 cars positioned. Louis Robertson 4th spot down to Matt Gerard there in spot number 9, and as he actually tries having a bit of a look up the inside of Nathan Gardner. Very much daylight.
I think Wayne just gave Sean a wee love tap. See good day to him.
Oh, very good.
A wee bit of oversteer there. And Sean's got the job done there.
Nice move, Shawnee. Well done. But yeah, no, this is very cool. So Blake here, P2 currently, just under 15 minutes of racing to go, and Trent Bennett. So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring them both up. Whatever, Balake, you won't let Trent take spot number 2 from you, mate.
Well,
this is awesome, man. This is bloody good to see. Balake, P2.
I bet you guys enjoy seeing it because we can't see shit.
Yeah, no, it's good. We can't see a thing either. It's fantastic.
But you know what? Trent can see a ton behind you because you're lining up the track for him.
He certainly can. He's been putting on the pressure.
Yeah, see that? Wicked Trent. We won't hold you guys up too long because obviously, you'll be wanting to put in the mahi there, Trent, and then try and get on the back of Balake, pressure him into a.
Yeah, I'm trying my best.
You're doing good, man. You guys are doing awesome.
Repping Team Misfits there in the 296. How are you enjoying the new Ferrari this season, Trent?
This is the first time I've really properly used it. I've thought it was quite mud, but it's not too bad now.
Do you think that just comes down to actually now having an awesome internet connection?
Oh, no, it's still not awesome.
I was about to say, I don't think it's quite there yet, mate. Come on.
Yeah. It's there, but not awesome.
Oh, good. All right, well, before this turns into a disaster, we'll chuck you back down. Thanks for joining us quickly in the lounge, guys. And enjoy your next 13 minutes of it getting darker.
Thanks, boys.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time, wasn't it? If we stayed chatting with them, it'll be just one
I heard the early call from you, and I was like, yeah, no, fair enough.
Yeah. Oh, good on them though. No, it's really cool to see. Trenton, obviously, Balake, he's certainly a contender up in those up in those spots in the GT3s, being his primary
Yes.
residence. But
Indeed.
Mr. Bent Trennett, you know, he finds himself most at home in the V8, I believe.
Yeah,
So
he
yeah,
does.
really cool to see him putting it up there in P3 so far. On the podium in the dark at Okayama, eh? Oh, look at you go. Showing him who's boss.
And that's what that looks like. For people wondering where those positional changes have come from.
Louis up 10 spots. Dan Turner up 15.
Yep.
Oh, it could be wrong, but I believe Dan Turner's. Oh, he's got one now. One incident point. So there's only one person that doesn't have any incident points.
And it's this man.
It is Mr. Stefan McCartane, eh?
There we go.
With the commanding lead there. 11 minutes to go in the race. Lap
Yep.
42.
Yeah, and it's wicked. I mean, and this is really an endurance race. It might not seem too hard, but I can tell you, when you're lapping a minute 30 around a track that it just keeps ticking by, like these guys will feel exhausted. They
Yeah,
will
for sure.
be absolutely feeling it. We've come from running 2 heat races the last couple of weeks where they've had a wee break in between, but I mean, we're looking at, what was it, an 18 minute and a 25 minute race with a small break in between. That's only barely 50 minutes of total race time, and
Yeah, sure.
now we've put the absolute hard demand on them, throwing these awesome conditions from iRacing at them as well. I'll take all credit for it. Any complaints, you can stick it. Because this is what the people at home want to see. They want to see you guys challenge. They want to see you guys put under pressure. They want to see cool, hard battles take place. And do you know what? These timings are so much closer than what they were before we threw that yellow.
Yeah, for sure.
We had none of these guys glued together. There was 6 and 8 and 21 second gaps up and down the field. So this is certainly what we like to see. This man here, he's just making his way through the pack. Mackenzie Stewart back up now into spot number 5. So just under 10 minutes of racing to go. And he's trailing Daniel Heddershire here, who has actually recovered very impressively as well after being on spot 2 and dropping down into, I think, about spot 17, 16 there. Yeah, quite interesting to see these guys changing position at the back of the field.
Is that Cole and Shane there, wasn't it?
Cole and Shane. I think Cole had a wee might have had a wee whoopee earlier. Possibly.
Yeah, she's pretty
looks
close.
like he entered the pits, maybe, something along those lines, a bit earlier. So anyway, his timing's gone down. Shane's come up a little bit, so Shane up into spot 17. I think he's had 20 on the banner before, so he's certainly dialed it up a notch since we've had a chat to him. Who else have we got that's flittering around? There's Tommy McColl's had a crash. It's unfortunate.
It was just looking at something there. Looks like it was a wee issue. Another car on the inside that may have been a wee push or two. I'm not too sure.
And then just hot time.
It was the one before that. I think there was an incident. If there's any data there.
Nico Cordier and Tommy McColl off track. So let's have a wee looky at this one here. So, Thomas McColl, Nico with a dive. Just unfortunate. That front, yuck. A bit of, maybe a bit of neck code, but certainly looked like maybe the front wheels locked together and not allowed that hand to turn down, and we see that in real life too. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Still taking place here. Jonathan Turner got his hands full with Matt Gerard, who certainly knows how to put the pace up out there for them. and he's got JT and Louis Robertson just in front of him, so going along quite nicely. That gap between Blake and Trento has come down half the time.
Yeah.
Blake will be saying all these things, oh, I'm saving gas, I'm going to run out, and Trent will be going, oh, fizzing at the teeth. Daniel Heddershide at very close risk now of being put under pressure by Mackenzie Stewart. That time margin
very
here will
fast
bring
races,
that up. So quite a significant gap from Stefan to Blake, 20 seconds out there, but we see the margin from Trent to Daniel's 4, from Daniel to Mackenzie it's only 0.5, so those ones are the close ones out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll have a quick look from Macca. Certainly a bit later on the downshifts than what Daniel is, but again different geared cars as well. Oh, what happened here? Sorry,
Matthew Gerard had a moment, but looks of it. Not sure what.
Matt Gerard crash. Have a quick looky here.
Him and Cole, or him and Louis?
Louis, just a shoulder. Won't say anything untoward. We'll have one more quick look at it from this angle here. Ooh. Tricky one to call in the dark, bit of space. Gap closed.
Yeah, the gap was closing just as he arrived there, but it was the door was open for sure, and then it was not very quickly.
And that's it, isn't it? And it's the price of the gamble on when you throw it. Really.
Price of admission, innit?
Yep.
So they say.
Well, it's only $15 here for a full season SuperCars NZ. So if you're at home joining us at the broadcasting lounge and you like the idea of sim racing and you think that you can handle Mum's RAV4 down State Highway 1, go and get in touch with a couple of our awesome sponsors here at SuperCars NZ. I'll rep up MRP because they're our ones tonight. Go and get in touch with Barry, get yourself a simulator, go and get some cool gear off him, and he's actually got some cool stuff, so you'll be able to go fast. And come and join us, SuperCars NZ. Put your money where your mouth is and come and race some of these guys, because these are at the moment some of the fastest races in New Zealand at iRacing. Speaking of fast drivers, and we certainly can't let the evening go by without a mention to them. Apologise we haven't mentioned them sooner, but we did pretty good blow up of them on Tuesday night. But that's the Phoenix driver development there by Laz and his son Rehan. If you're not familiar with them, go and check out our Tuesday night stream this week at Charlotte. Pretty sure Charlotte wasn't Daytona, was it?
Charlotte, yeah.
Charlotte, yeah, the V8s, and check out Rehan and the time margin of how he absolutely dominated that race, and that's a massive credit to him and the hard work from his dad, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
So if you want to be fast, you like to go fast,
we're gonna get fast. We're gonna get loose. We're gonna go left sometimes.
A little bit left sometimes. Phoenix driver development. Get in touch with us, we can get you in touch with them, and he'll certainly teach you how to go faster than probably what you currently go at the moment, but man, he's certainly, we've got a long way to go to get a handle on being as fast as his young fella, the 14-year-old Rehan, and heaven forbid we've got new competition coming our way soon in the way of a 4-year-old that's got his own aluminium profile rig set up at home. Now, like a bit of a Logitech race wheel going on and stuff like that.
Another protege hits the track.
Carnage is inbound.
Absolutely. Sure to ensue.
Now Trent Bennett's just gone and had a big moment. He's fallen.
Oh yes, he has.
He's fallen down from spot number 3 and now under pressure from JT. Mackenzie's got Daniel Heddershire, and we've got 2 minutes of racing to go. Blake still holding on to spot number 2, 3.65 of a second away as Mackenzie Stewart from taking a silver necklace for tonight. But at the moment, it's looking bronze, and that's an awesome recovery from him from earlier, falling down the order quite a bit. A couple of spins, as you can see, only -1 on the game there for him. So he'd be desperate to be finishing back where he started the night. But unlucky one there for Trento, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah, damn. Yeah.
Oh,
unlucky, all right. Oh, that was a big job.
There was
Nathan Gardner, was it?
I'm looking at Nathan Gardner, but I've also got data on Nico Cordia crashing as well. So I'll have a quick squiz at that. Just a bit shallow.
Yeah.
And then a bit not too soon on the turn, and there it's parked on the outside. Redress was fine, so no issue there. But yeah, Nathan Gardner, he's glitching a little bit this evening.
Yeah,
Let's
just
see what
what's going on.
Oh, looked like those guys were just at a bit of a speed arrest, and he's pulled it to the side to avoid them. Unfortunately. Wow, how's this? 49 laps down, and here is
that's unreal.
Stefan McCarthy. That is an endurance race here at Okayama. Back down into the hairpin there. I promise, it's the hairpin. I know.
You maybe? Oh yeah. Yeah, what a drive. What an
one more time.
Absolute unit.
That is dark.
That is very dark.
I think
these boys. Yeah, these boys to stick around and stay at this is just that's epic, boys. So I highly commend you all. You've all done a cracker job.
A bloody fine job. So Marty's parked it in pit lane there. That's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, is that Stefan coming across the finish line? Is it?
It is. Well done, well played, good call, and I got to him just in time.
You did. You got him. Well done, Stefan. That's wicked. But we still have a Balake behind him, but he has got Mackenzie hot on his heels. We're going into the final corner, and it looks like Balake's just managed to hold him off through the inside, but that's gone wrong. Oh no! I think Mackenzie just gave him a wee nudge there, did he? Yeah, just enough of a knock to say see you later.
Oh wow!
Bugger.
So
that's unfortunate for Balake. Did he manage to
Stewart across the line P2, Daniel Heddershire in spot number 3, Balake with a 4th spot there at the moment, unless there's anything that needs to change later on. Jonathan Turner finishing in 5th. Trent Bennett unfortunately lost out on that 3rd there a bit earlier on, so a couple of unfortunate ones right there towards the end. Louis Robertson in 7th with Dan Turner up 14 spots into 8th. Man, he does it sometimes, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Nathan Gardner across the line in spot number 9, across Zaluski in 10. Dane Northirth recovery drive up into spot number 11. So that's wicked to see. A couple of guys there shredding off their last little bit of tyre and gas. See Shane Fitty down there in the Audi. Hopefully he managed to get across the finish line. Hopefully. People making sure they're out of the way. But oh mate, what a cool night of racing. So let's commit to doing one MRP glove giveaway at the moment, and I'll let you devise an idea of how we should give that away, or someone you feel that should be a reciprocal of that, or maybe you want to put a few people into a basket where we pull out a random name on tonight's racing.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. No, that sounds like a good idea. What have we got on some data here? Oh, I'm struggling with my PC here. She's not enjoying something. Keeps. Oh, I see what I've done. Oh, I know what I've done. There we go. Rightio. What sort of data have we got? How are we looking in terms of incidents? Stefan, the only one coming home with none.
How about if you want to do something along the lines of incidents, we do people that finish with, I don't know, like less than 6 or something.
Yeah.
If that's one that you wanted to consider, and then I can type some names into the spinning wheel, or have you got something else, or do you reckon that's probably the best one that we should be doing it from a race like tonight?
Well, in terms of obviously the length of it, having a few, little incident points is probably, a big testament to clean driving. So
okay, cool. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So we've got Stefan's name in there. Who else scored less than 6 incident points for tonight?
So we have JT, Jonathan Turner.
JT, yep.
We've got a Nathan Gardner.
Nathan, yep.
And we have a Blake Greenhall.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Yeah. We've also got a Leon Weir as well, but I'll exclude myself from this one. Just lack of movement on track. You see.
So we've got 4 drivers. So I will bring our wheel across into screen here. Full screen it. Here we go.
Full screen.
Actually, I'll exit it for a second, because what I'll do is we'll shuffle the names a couple of times, because it makes a big difference there, folks.
Yes,
shuffle
it does, doesn't it?
Times. Full screen, click and win.
Collect. Click and win. Oh, Balake.
Maybe.
Close.
It was. There we go.
Yeah,
so there we go.
That might make up for your unfortunate incident across the last corner there, Blakey. So hopefully,
let's let them know. Let's pull them up quickly and let them know.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Blake, we just dragged you out of that from down there quickly, because we've got a small announcement to make for you.
Oh my goodness!
Firstly, unlucky way to finish the race. We won't dive into that as such, because you may want to follow through with something, or you may not, or you may have no issues whatsoever. But we won't even tempt you into talking about it, because we've got something that may just make you feel good about turning up and racing here tonight.
Oh my goodness!
So, MRP, race sponsor this season for our Wednesday night, our 2-for-1s and our GT3 series, and you're always here, you're always racing. Your consistency driving around the track managed to keep your incident points relatively low tonight. It certainly wasn't the lowest, but you were one of 4 drivers that kept it under 6 incident points throughout the race.
Oh wow!
So we chucked your name along with Nathan Gardner, Jonathan Turner and Stefan McCartane into the wee old Allport spinny wheel.
Oh, Doug's Wheel of Death.
Doug's Wheel of Death. Not so deathy for you tonight.
It wasn't a Wheel of Death tonight, unless you want me to remove your name and chuck you back downstairs and call someone else's name out.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. Let's do that.
Yeah, okay, right. See you, Blake.
No, mate. It looks like you are now the proud owner of some GSI Aeroflex sim gloves.
Oh, no way. That's awesome.
Those rainbow-coloured ones, mate, for you. So,
the best.
Yep,
Yeah.
they're pretty
Oh.
cool, man. So yeah, we'll get a set of those sent out to you, and yeah,
Oh,
well
that's
done
awesome.
on being consistent, and sorry about your last lap there. That was looking like a hell of a silver medal for you, buddy. So
Yeah, no, thank you. That was all my fault, by the way. So we don't need to
I,
go into that.
yeah, I did see that.
But no, that's awesome, guys. Thanks to MRP for that awesome prize, and SuperCars NZ and the Broadcasting Lounge for putting on such a good show for everyone.
Oh,
You're
cheers,
very
mate.
welcome.
We
Thank you for
appreciate
being the
that.
one we laugh at all the time. It's bloody good.
I'm glad I could provide some laughs for you, mate.
Oh, you had to do something, didn't you? You had to do something.
It's the one.
Well, that was almost semi-professional. That thank you there. So I'm going to hand it over to you to sign us up for the night, and I'll hit stop on the stream whenever you've finished banging on.
Oh goodness, no pressure. So, well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Thanks to Doug and Leon for no doubt an amazing call. We'll have to go back and watch that. Thanks to, is it the MRP, who's the weekly sponsor, for their contribution and support to the league. I know it means a lot.
Seasonal sponsorship.
Seasonal sponsorship. And who's the race week sponsor this week?
It's our one and only Phoenix Driver Development.
Phoenix Driver Development. Well, thank you to those guys as well. I've heard a lot of guys getting some good coaching from Laz the last few weeks, and you can certainly see it in the lap times. Leon being the prime example of that, mate. But he right up there in the V8s.
It's fast already, mate, don't it?
No, but thanks so much to all our sponsors, and to you guys, the commentators, to the drivers for coming back week after week. There were some awesome battles tonight, and look forward to seeing everyone next week.
Yeah, no worries, Blacko.
Awesome.
There was the boys downstairs yelling up to us.
Okay, that was awesome, mate.
Wicked.
Well done.
Wicked.
And
Thanks,
to you
boys.
guys at home tuning in, we will do it all again next week, Tuesday and Thursday again. And this was Doug, Leon, and Balake in the Broadcasting Lounge. Have a good night.